Greetings, fellow Crusaders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, The Darkest Ages. Episode 14, This Colony Was Dark. It Just Got Darker. Oh, they're leaving. Well, our gain, their loss. Let's send... I don't know if there's more Thrall down here, but let's send a group down here to investigate. Yeah, so there's a pain-shocked Thrall, a steel pike. So steel pikes are interesting. The way these work is they can hit melee from 2 tiles away. So if we do end up with more brawlers, we could have like 3 brawlers attack 1 target in a choke point, and then 3 more brawlers behind the initial 3 brawlers with pikes attacking them. The pikes are slow to attack. They have a long wind-up time, but they can strike from 3 tiles, meaning that you can essentially have like a very brawler-centric defense. Again, we would need more members to do that, but that's true of all of the halberd, the pike. Both can work that way. So it lends itself to pretty interesting gameplay mechanics if you can take advantage of the range. Which at the moment I don't think I can, but like I would very much be interested in it if at all possible in the future. So I sent everyone down here to kind of like clean up. Ooh, a silver guard baton. Don't mind if I do. It looks like I could take everything but, like, the pikes, speaking of which. Yes, so a phalanx formation is possible, and it could be done here, right? If I had 1 defender, I can stand in this spot. And if I had 3 defenders, I could stand here with 3 pikemen. So this little choke point here is designed for either. It's designed with a lot of flexibility. I mean, it doesn't look fancy, but it's, like, thought out enough. And that's what I'm hoping to do, is to roll out this sort of defense at every bridge. So that we can not get overwhelmed over and over and over. Shoot Frenzy, that's awesome. Avaka has a tattered... Okay, you need a new hat. And it looks like everyone at least has pants and a shirt. Dusters is a bit of a taller order because of the amount of leather involved, but given time, we'll probably be able to get dusters as well. We also have plenty of beer, plenty of tea. Keeping our members happy. Everyone's mood's in the blue or green. And then we'll remove this maze that we invested in, but then realized it's not really doing much for us. I might need to do a day of high priority hauling. We have very low wood stock, and it is a strategic resource that running low on it is a bit of a risk. The reason is there is a lot of events like perpetual darkness where you would need a lot of torchlight to survive it. So not having wood on hand could be actually pretty deadly. And we don't have a lot of wood within our colony, within, trees grown here, because we've been culling them frequently. So making sure that we have a nice supply of wood is in our best interest for both heat, cooling, defense, light, a bit of everything. I think what I'm going to do here is forbid the works here so that we can just batch destroy this rather than brick, break one, move a brick, break one, move a brick. Because deconstruct tasks are lower priority than construct tasks. And it's kind of annoying to go back and forth over and over and over again. Could we plant our own trees? So, we don't have tree sowing. We could not. The other thing is, we live in a forest. So, I'm not saying planting our own trees is a bad idea. With that said, spending time cutting down, like, there's 1,600 wood out here. It's a lot less labor to haul trees from beyond the bridge than it is to, like, sow your own. Sowing trees from scratch is very labor intensive, and it takes a long time for those trees to grow. I would say smarter still would be to allow trees to grow free. Oh, well, my guests are in trouble. To allow trees to grow freely within our island and leave them for, like, security purposes. So essentially, like, don't cut down any trees on the island unless we absolutely need to. And just let them passively grow. Alright, I think for a moment what I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict everyone to the island. Because we just had a sight stealer spotting. Jumping some visitors. Which, oh, she has the same sort of eye scar. Oh, congrats. We're twins now. So restricting everyone to the island in case of a sight stealer. So let's use that granite we just got to finish this up. Wouldn't it be better to set the opening further into the wall in case watchtowers later? I can always redesign stuff when we have watchtowers, but it's so far in the future, and the future is so uncertain that I don't... Oh, they died anyway. That I don't really want to make plans for things that might not come to pass. I'm having Lilin, Shadow, Malili. Because I don't think that they're going to survive very long. This other one's head got bit off by what? A Taral. Oh, okay, that's not good. I don't want to stand out here very long. Because I know that there's a risk of sight stealers jumping me. I just didn't want to have people, our allies, die for no reason. Okay, there we go. This barbecue entryway is done. Let's do another. Something like that. Alright, Malili. I just realized that I do not have a designated spot for uninstalled buildings, like beds. So we still have beds chilling up there, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Malili the rat catcher can move again. And this has the same sort of curve to stop shooters from shooting in. And then what I might end up doing is we'd stand here, so like the walls here would go once this is built. Let's attempt a conversion ritual. The room impressiveness in this room could be higher. It might be worth waiting for it to be a little bit more impressive. I'll have you guys decide. Should I make the Great Hall more impressive? Does anyone do art? No, no one does art. So we could make it more impressive by flooring up the floors or using more of the jade. We have 129 jade at our disposal. So you can mull that over. Don't want that roofed. Some of the structure around here is the old style of cobble, but I'm not working to phase that out until we need to. Alright, I'm gonna guess it was a singular site stealer. I could be wrong, but I don't want to keep them on zone restrictions for no reason. It doesn't seem like more are coming, so I'm gonna lift it. I will, however, get revenge for our dead friend here by hunting the Tyrol. Am I still high priority hauling? I am not, no. Maybe someday we'll transplant them to the tomb. If I remember they're out there. Alright, looks like the Great Hall could have used some impressiveness boost. Got it. I think... So if I made a larger table, it wouldn't be able to accommodate all the interaction spots for chairs, so I might keep it to a 2x2. Oh, it's okay. McGee, you are getting jumped by a site stealer. Okay, got it. Matic, Lilin, McGee. Just keep running. I don't know how far you'll make it. Klein is coming. Okay. So they're around. They're definitely around. We'll just have to keep an eye out. This one had a shard. Usually when they have a shard, it's like the last one in a set. But I don't want to say for certain. Hey, Badger. Thank you for the resub, too. You and Quantum share, the first day you subbed. Your sub-twins. Okay, Kellyan's getting jumped. I think it is time to button up our colony. Because I don't see that things are gonna get easier. Kellyan did super juke this thing, though. Oh god, it's on the other side. Klein, are you in transit? You're the slowest. Alright, let's get closer. That was friendly fire. Lilin murdered Kellyan. Good job. Oh, God. I feel like the theme song for this series should just be Another One Bites the Dust at this point, because I don't... That seems the most reasonable. Zoning. Everybody restricted island. Well, hold on. I just screwed up the hauling that we had going on. Ivaka, you might not want to be that far away from the gate. So all the external doors are closed at the moment, but I'm okay with that. The Jade table was not very good. I wasn't actually careful about who was actually physically building it, so I suspect it was not our best builder. And then I got penalized as a result. So we lost 25 Jade for a lack of attention or something. Yeah, poor Kellyan was like rescued, had only just been civilized, and then just immediately got murdered. Yep, such is RimWorld at times. And I had even run up to close the gap to try to avoid the friendly fire. Well, I guess I don't really need an impressive Great Hall at the moment, because I don't have anyone to convert. Got it. That solves the problem in a way I was hoping not to have solved. The sky is dimming. Oh boy. Okay. We are going to prepare for darkness. So everyone's unrestricted, and everyone is told to high priority haul. We need firewood, and we need it now. I'm going to build torchlights around the base. Will the plants survive in the darkness? I don't know. I don't care. Could not care any less about that. So dimming sky. The sky is dimming. Soon it will be hard to see anything that isn't directly lit by lamps or torches. Yep. The high priority haul is for the wood that we had cut. This stuff. We want to snag that as fast as possible. And I'm illuminating just about everything that can be illuminated with torchlight now. Making sure we have a lit up base for everywhere we commonly walk. Malili, you like low-key might want to leave. It's not gonna get better here. It's gonna get worse. Darkness soon. Darkness is almost here. Those in direct light from lamps, torches, and flares will be safe. Yep. What is dangerous about darkness? You'll see. They went into the spare bedroom? Oh, for the love of God. Leave, lady. I'm trying to save your life. Run! Run! You don't want to be here. Alright, we have unusual darkness. Everybody into the island now. Klein, get on the bridge and book it, dude. Okay, if you're in the darkness, you get bit. New zone. I think Malili's probably dead, because she refused to leave in a timely way. So what I'm doing now is I am zoning, crudely, but zoning the areas of our base that are illuminated enough to not get bit to death. And everyone's going to be scheduled to there. I like how the darkness is coming and Klein was like, it's a lovely time to go for a swim. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Get inside, you numbskull. Unusual darkness is descending. Inhuman things move just outside the light. Pillars of jagged, oily metal are falling from the sky. They are terrible to look upon, but surely contain valuable technology. Reach them by building well-lit paths and destroy them to end this nightmare. We have 2 in the north and 1 in the southwest. Now, Malili might actually make it out. Let's go for the 2 in the north first. So what I'm going to do is take McGee to build an illuminated path to the north. Why McGee? Because McGee can both construct and cut down trees. So McGee is the wise choice for this. I think I'm going to have McGee create torches in the wooded area. Oh, God, don't go that far. in the wooded area so that I can locally source wood for the torches rather than go up the beach. It'll be a little easier. But he's gonna need sleep. No! You didn't bring all the wood? Oh my god. Alright, go to sleep, dude. Well, Lily became a guest. No, don't do that! Good lord, don't do that. She is alive. Yeah, the non-pawn AI are play by different rules. So she is not vulnerable to the same things we are. Meaning she's immune to the darkness. But I think she should be leaving now. Klein, could I get you to make this torch? And then McGee will pick it up in the morning. Alright, did she leave? Yeah, she's leaving. She's about to have a mental break. She's like starving to death and swallowed up by darkness. She's alive, so... Yep, she entered healthy. Cool. Or exited healthy. I think I said entered. Unfortunately, the trees around me don't have a lot of wood, but I think it's going to be faster to cut down them anyway for their wood. And, okay, that's fine. Whew. It's bit me a little bit. We're making a path to this noctilith. There's only 8 wood there. 38 wood there. I don't know if I can get out to that wood before something bites me. It's not worth the risk. And we have a lot of people in the base that are idle. That's to be expected. In fact, what I could do is I could have everyone quarry up stuff if they're idle. I'll set that to a 4. Just so they can stay busy. And we're almost to the noctilith. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have McGee illuminate a path to the other noctilith, which is pretty close by, before I call anyone in from, to clear the threats out. So, Rochelle, to answer your question, do raiders suffer from darkness as well? Yes. They can. But I don't think I'm going to get raided. Anyway, the game kind of doesn't do that, unless you take forever and a day to deal with the darkness. Alright, so we have 2 illuminated noctiliths. And luckily, due to RimWorld pathfinding, McGee will follow the lit path. back home, even though he isn't zone restricted, because the dark path is really movement speed penalized. So there's like some smart logic there, which is nice. Alright, the plan is to rally our forces and destroy these two northern noctiliths, and then I'll start to... maybe I'll use Klein to make a southwest path, just so that Migi can chill, because he was not in the best of moods. Yo, bring a full stack of wood, dude. It's like life or death situation, pal. Ginger. Go tend to your needs. Where are we going? Oh. If you aren't sure how the game mechanics for this work, don't worry about it. I know how they work, so you don't need to be questioning everything. It's not necessary or even all that helpful. Okay, McGee is up. Once his needs are met. Once everyone's awake, I'll have them rally for the Noctilith, but until then, I'll have McGee continue to build an illuminated path. Avalka Klein needs to wake up. I'm going to leave Ginger out of this, because Ginger is frail and slow, and she's just too vulnerable to fight in this upcoming fight. You can see why I said wood is a strategic defense resource. I wasn't kidding. If we didn't... Why are you frickin' hauling... There was 75 wood there, dude. Why are you hauling 15 of 20? You trying to piss me off? I wish they would never do that. It takes you like an hour, an in-game hour, to like run the path. Don't have an insufficient amount of resources to do the thing. Alright, looks like everyone is up. So, rallying to the Noctilith. Activated combat command. And here we go. Destroying the Noctilith. Are you actually shooting? I didn't. Noctils attack. So in the darkness, there are Noctils that want to kill us. And they are severely weakened by light. So if you take a look at a Noctil, they move slower and attack slower. And are in more pain in the light. In the dark, they are hyper frightening because they run at 8, which is super fast. And so fight them in the light. Ouch. That was a hit. This one has serious light exposure. Yo, Klein, help. Alright, there was one Noctil that broke from the group. Well, at least you kept your limbs there. McGee, I'm gonna have you return to base. You're too wounded to continue. And the darkness is wavering. Destroy the remaining noctiliths to end the unnatural darkness. Is dread leather allowed in this scenario? It could be. There's not a reason why we wouldn't, but it's not like a material that my pawns want to use. Alright, we have another Noctil attack. This one broke from the group again, and two of them are like going to the castle. There's one over there. Well, if they're not going to defend their Noctilith, that's on them. Let's have Ginger and McGee try to man the defenses, because getting guns on the Noctilith might actually be a good thing. So there are Noctils over here, but they're going to hit a wall. They'll probably break their way in, but that's fine. Especially if Ginger's not in the base. So that's one of the reasons why I have Ginger rallying outside. Oh, you're attacking my torches? You're smart. I suppose. This one's gone. Have this crew follow the lit path back home. Come on, aim better. Or don't, and you'll die. Like, whatever. The first hit on that Noctil was pretty good. It was like a big neck one. Oh, there we go. Alright. Group's almost back. I'm gonna keep them outside for now. So there's a Noctil here and a Noctil there. I can see them glowing beyond the walls. And, Ginger, help is coming. Scorpio! Wow, thank you for the gifted subs. I'm gonna have Ginger and McGee force bed rest. And I'm trying to rally our forces back out there. Although this granite wall is about to go down. And then we'll have free shots on the Noctil. The other one's still chipping away at the southern wall, and I got a little bit of time before we have to deal with that. But I will illuminate the area. Alright, so that one's dead. Medic, would you be so kind as to build this torch? And Lil and Valka will rally down there. Do I have time to patch that hole in the wall? Probably not, so Klein, don't bother. We're pretty close to the last Noctilith. We're, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 torches away or so. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that watched all the way to the credits. So thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode for an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.